EA Sports FC 26 might look like just another football game on the surface, but if you're jumping in for the first time or coming back after years away, there is a lot this game never explains to you. And those missing pieces, they're the difference between enjoying this game and rage quitting it after 3 matches. I've put hundreds of hours into the FIFA and FC series, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through everything: the game modes, the controls, ultimate team, career mode, settings, and the 15 mistakes that every single beginner makes without realizing it. By the end of this video, you will be a better player than 90% of people who start this game blind. Let's go. What is EA Sports FC 26? First, a quick bit of history, because some of you might be wondering why it's not called FIFA anymore. EA and FIFA, the football governing body, split after decades of working together. EA kept the game engine, the players, the leagues, and the licenses. FIFA kept the name. So EA rebranded to EA Sports FC. The result? Basically the same game, with the same feel, the same modes, and the same annual cycle, just with a different logo. What changed? Some new features every year, tweaked gameplay mechanics, new Ultimate Team content, improvements to career mode. What stayed the same? The core football experience that millions of people keep coming back to every single year. FC26 is available on PlayStation, Xbox, PC via Steam and EA app, and Nintendo Switch. The game has online and offline modes, so whether you want to play against real people or just enjoy a solo experience, there's something here for you. Now let's talk about where you actually start. Choosing your first game mode. FC26 has a lot of modes. Let me break them down quickly so you know what you're actually choosing between. Kickoff is your basic exhibition match. Pick 2 teams, pick a stadium, play a game. Perfect for learning controls with zero pressure. Career mode. Manager puts you in the dugout. You sign players, manage finances, develop youngsters, and guide a club through seasons. One of the best solo experiences in the game. Career mode, player, lets you create your own footballer and live out their career from youth prospect to world star. Ultimate Team, or UT, is where most players end up spending most of their time. You build a squad from scratch using cards, compete in matches, earn rewards, and chase rare players. It's addictive, deep, and can also be frustrating. More on this shortly. Clubs is online team play. You join a club with friends, each person controls one player, and you play as a real team. Brilliant fun with the right group. Online Seasons is ranked 1 vs 1 football. You climb divisions by winning matches. My recommendation for complete beginners starts with Kickoff or Manager Career Mode. Kickoff teaches you the controls without consequence. Career Mode teaches you football tactics and player management in a relaxed, offline environment. Both give you a solid foundation before you touch anything online. Learning the controls. Controls. This is where most new players get immediately overwhelmed, so I'm going to keep this simple. Passing, short pass, is your most used button. Learn to use it early and often. Football is about moving the ball, not holding it. Through balls, sends a pass into space for a run. Use this when a striker is making a run behind the defense. Timing matters. Shooting, power, and placement. Don't just hammer the shoot button. Aim with the left stick. Control your power with how long you hold the button. Finesse shots, holding a modifier while shooting, curve the ball, and are incredibly effective from inside the box. Sprinting, hold to run faster. But here's something beginners almost never hear. Sprinting constantly actually makes you easier to defend against. More on that in the stakes section. Defending. Jockeying is your best friend. Hold the jockey button to stay goal side and face your opponent. Don't lunge in with tackles unless you're sure. One mistimed tackle and your defender is out of position. Skill moves. These are advanced dribbling moves that use the right stick. Don't worry about mastering these early. Learn one or two basics, the ball roll, the drag back, and save the fancy stuff for later. One thing I genuinely recommend: spend 30 minutes in the skill games before your first real match. They're designed to teach you every mechanic in a low pressure environment. Most beginners skip this. Don't be most beginners. Understanding formations. You don't need to be a football tactics expert to enjoy this game, but knowing the basics of formations will make you immediately more competitive. 4-4-2. Two banks of four with two strikers, solid, balanced, easy to understand. Great for beginners because you always have width and two forwards to aim for. 4-3-3, three midfielders, three attackers, aggressive and great for possession play. The two wide forwards give you attacking options all across the pitch. 4-2-3-1. Two defensive midfielders sitting in front of the back four. Excellent defensive solidity. The two CDMs protect your defense when you lose the ball. Five back formations, five defenders. Very hard to break down. Some online players use this to frustrate opponents and hit on the counter. Not the most exciting, but effective. For beginners, start with 4-3-3 or 4-4-2. They're forgiving, they give you attacking options, and they're easy to understand positionally. Don't overthink it. The best formation is the one you actually understand how to play. Ultimate Team Basics. Alright, Ultimate Team. The mode that EA Sports built their entire business around, and the one that needs the most explanation. Here's how it works. You build a squad using player cards. Every player in the real world has a card with stats. You earn cards through packs, through the transfer market, through completing challenges, and through seasonal rewards. Packs contain random player cards. Sometimes you get something incredible. Most of the time you don't. This is by design. Coins are the in-game currency you earn by playing matches, selling players, and completing objectives. Coins are your most important resource early on. Spend them wisely. FC points are purchased with real money and used to buy packs. You do not need to spend real money to enjoy Ultimate Team. It helps, it is not required. Squad chemistry is one of the most important systems in Ultimate Team, and one that beginners almost always ignore. Players from the same league, club, or nation link together and boost each other's stats. A squad with high chemistry performs noticeably better than a random collection of expensive players with no links. SBCs, Squad Building Challenges, let you submit players from your club in exchange for rewards. Great way to use duplicate or unwanted cards you'd otherwise sell. Objectives give you tasks to complete in matches. Complete them and earn player rewards, coins, and packs. Always check your active objectives before you play. Free rewards are free rewards. But here's what almost nobody tells beginners about Ultimate Team. The best squads in the early weeks of the game aren't the most expensive ones. They're the ones with the best chemistry and the most coherent tactics. A 50,000 coin squad with perfect chemistry will beat a 200,000 coin squad of mismatched stars almost every time in the hands of a skilled player. Start cheap. Build chemistry. Learn the game. Upgrade gradually. Building your first squad. When you're starting out in Ultimate Team, resist the urge to blow all your coins on one big name. Instead, pick a league. Any league you know and like. Build your entire team from that one league. Chemistry will be naturally high. Players will be affordable, and you'll have a foundation to build on as you earn more coins. Use the transfer market to fill gaps at reasonable prices. Don't buy players at peak price. Market prices fluctuate. Sell players you don't need. Complete SBCs to earn free card upgrades. Do your objectives every single day. Coins add up faster than you think when you're playing consistently and not wasting them on packs. Gameplay tips. Let's talk about actually playing football in this game, because mechanics alone won't win you matches. Attacking, create space before you shoot. Don't run in a straight line at the goalkeeper. Cut inside. Play a 1-2. Find the angle. Patience in the final third is what separates good players from frustrated ones. Use passing triangles. Always have two passing options available before you receive the ball. This stops you from being pressed into mistakes. Counter attacks are devastatingly effective in FC26. Win the ball back, play it quickly to your fastest forward, and drive at a disorganized defense before they can recover. Don't always try to build up play slowly. Read the moment. Defending. The single biggest defensive mistake in this game is chasing the ball with your center backs. The moment you drag a CB out of position, there's a gap behind them that any decent player will exploit immediately. Use jockeying to stay in front of attackers and force them wide. Use second man press to apply pressure with a second player while you control the first. And learn to switch players correctly. Use the right stick to select the nearest defender to the ball, not just whoever the game decides to control. Defending in FC26 is about patience and positioning, not panic. Settings. Every beginner should change. Before you play a single match, go into your settings and change these things. Camera switch to telebroadcast or co-op. The default camera is fine, but a wider view gives you more awareness of space around you. Trainer, turn it on. It shows passing options and shooting guidance on screen. Some experienced players hate it. For beginners, it's invaluable. Timed finishing. This mechanic rewards you for pressing the shoot button a second time at the right moment for a power boost. It has a high skill ceiling. Leave it on, learn it gradually. Passing assistance, semi-assisted passing, gives you more control than fully assisted while still being forgiving. Worth experimenting with once you're comfortable. Defending style, tactical. Defending requires you to manually time tackles and jockey. It's harder but much more effective long term than legacy defending. Start on tactical, get used to it early. Small settings changes make a real difference. Don't skip this step. Career mode. Deep dive. Career mode deserves its own moment here because it really is the perfect place for beginners to fall in love with this game. You take charge of any club in the game, from PSG to a lower league side, and manage everything: transfers, contracts, training, youth development, finances, tactics. It's deep, but it's also completely self paced. Transfers, set your budget, identify targets, negotiate deals. Don't overspend early, build sustainably. Youth Academy, scout youngsters from around the world. Some of them will develop into elite players over multiple seasons. Finding a hidden gem in the Youth Academy and watching them grow is one of the best feelings in this game. Player development, assign training to improve individual players. Focus on developing your young players early because their potential growth is highest. There's no pressure in career mode. You play at your own pace. You can simulate matches you don't want to play. You can restart transfers you regret. It's forgiving in a way that online modes simply aren't. And that's exactly why it's perfect for learning the game properly. 15 beginner mistakes. Rapid fire, 15 mistakes. Pay attention because almost every beginner makes all of these. 1. Sprinting constantly. Sprint is for open space, not for tight areas. Constant sprinting makes you slow to turn and easy to read. 2. Shooting from impossible angles. If you're on the byline with a tight angle, pass it across. Don't curl it from the corner flag and wonder why it went into the stands. 3. Ignoring chemistry. Already covered this. Chemistry affects everything. Don't skip it. 4. Spending coins too early. The transfer market changes constantly. Prices drop. Wait, watch, and buy smart. 5. Opening packs instead of improving the squad. Packs feel exciting. They almost never give you what you actually need. Coins are more useful than gambling on a pack. 6. Dragging center backs out of position. The gap behind them will be exploited every single time. Stay deep. Be patient. 7. Never switching tactics. If your formation isn't working, change it at halftime. Custom tactics exist for a reason. Use them. 8. Ignoring objectives. Free player rewards and packs are sitting there waiting for you. Always check your active objectives. 9. Playing too aggressively. Pressing the entire pitch for 90 minutes drains stamina and leaves gaps. Pick your moments to press. 10. Forgetting custom tactics. Set your team's mentality for attacking and defending. Tell your full backs whether to overlap or stay back. These details matter more than most players realize. 11. Ignoring stamina. Tired players have worse stats. Make substitutions before your players are exhausted, not after they've already cost you a goal. 12. Always holding sprint. This one is worth repeating. It's that common and that damaging. 13. Never practicing skill moves. Even learning two basic skill moves makes you significantly harder to defend against. Spend 10 minutes in the skill games on them. 14. Quitting too early. The FC series has a learning curve. You will lose a lot of matches early. Every loss is information. Use it. 15. Copying pro tactics without understanding them. You see a pro streamer using a specific formation and you copy it exactly. But without understanding why it works, you'll just be confused when it doesn't work for you. Learn the principles first. Pro tips. 10 faster tips for when you're ready to level up. 1. Read your opponent. After 2 or 3 minutes, you'll start to see patterns. Do they always cut inside? Do they spam crosses? Adapt. 2. Create passing lanes by making runs before you receive the ball. 3. Use player lock to make manual runs off the ball. Hold a button, use the left stick to direct your run. Defenders can't track what they can't predict. 4. Triggered runs tell teammates to make specific movements. Master this, and your attack becomes unpredictable. 5. In Ultimate Team, buy players when prices are low, usually mid-week, and sell when demand peaks around Weekend League. 6. Manage the clock. A 1-goal lead in the 80th minute. Slow the game down. Use your goalkeeper. Run the ball into corners. 7. Defend cutbacks. Position a midfielder to block the low cross across goal. More goals are scored from cutbacks than from any other source in this game. 8. Set custom tactics for both attacking and defensive situations. Know when to trigger each one. 9. After every loss, ask yourself one honest question. What did I do wrong? Not what did the game do wrong. What did I do wrong? 10. Watch one match back if you're on a losing streak. You will immediately see patterns in your own play that you couldn't see from inside the game. Is esports FC 26 worth buying? Honest answer. If you love football, yes, absolutely. No other game replicates the feeling of football at this level of polish. If you want a deep solo experience, career mode alone justifies the purchase. If you want to spend money chasing top players in Ultimate Team, be careful. The mode is designed to encourage spending. You can enjoy it completely free, but you need discipline. If you hate a live service games with seasonal content and battle passes, FC26 has all of that, and it might frustrate you. The gameplay is excellent, the modes are varied, the learning curve is real. But for anyone who loves the sport, it's still the best football simulation available. Final thoughts. Listen, you are going to lose a lot, especially early on. That's not a failure. That's the game teaching you. Every match you play, even the ones you lose by 4 goals, is giving you information about what works and what doesn't. The players who improve fastest in this game aren't the ones who win immediately. They're the ones who keep playing, keep adapting, and never blame the game for every mistake. You now know more about FC26 than most people who've been playing for weeks. Use that, build on it, and have fun, because underneath all the systems and mechanics, it's still just football. And football is meant to be enjoyed. Alright, tell me in the comments right now, which mode are you starting with? Which team are you picking first? And what's the thing you're most confused about after watching this video? Drop it below. I read every single comment, and your question might end up in the next video. If this guide helped you out, hit subscribe. More FC26 content is coming. Ultimate team guides, career mode tips, and the best formations to use right now. See you in the next one.